Hi dear students, hope that all of you are following the online classes. In today's class, we will discuss the syllabus for your second terminal exam and the revision of chapter 12. The clock goes tick-tock. First, we will see the syllabus for your second terminal exam. Chapter 12 to chapter 16 will be there for your second terminal exam. Chapter 12, the clock goes tick-tock. Chapter 13, the tiger. Chapter 14, the day when she lost her voice. Chapter 15, I have a dream. And chapter 16, the victory. So altogether 5 chapters are there for your exam. So according to that you may prepare. Now we will see the revision of chapter 12. The clock goes tick-tock. This is a story written by Nida Berry and it has 2 parts. The first part we will see the invention of pendulum by Galileo, and the second part we will see about the different types of mechanical clocks. So in the first part we will see when Galileo was a child, he was sitting in a cathedral church and he was thinking about some of his problems. Like Galileo wanted to study mathematics, but his father wanted him to study the medicine. And finally Galileo took the subject medicine and he was thinking about that problem. And while thinking about that, suddenly he noticed that there is a lantern moving on the ceiling of the cathedral. And then one strange thing he noticed, that when the lantern was moving to and fro, the time it takes to form an arc or the time it takes to travel from one end to another end, it is same irrespective of the length of the arc. Whether it is smaller or bigger, it takes same amount of time to travel from one end to another end. And he wanted to make it sure, so he just checked with his pulse, and it was the best time machine for Galileo. So he checked with his pulse, then he was sure that it takes the same amount of time to travel from one place to another irrespective of the length of the arc. And then he wanted to try one experiment, so he went to his home and he attached one string to a tree, and at the other end of the string he attached one iron bar, and then he did the same thing. He just released the string and he noticed the time it takes to form an arc. Then he removed the iron bar, then he attached one wooden material, and then again he released the string, and there also he noticed the time it takes to form one arc. And what was his finding? He found that irrespective of the weight attached to the string, it takes the same amount of time to travel from one end to another end, but according to the length of the string, the time it varies. And based on this, he founded the law of pendulum. And 70 years after Christian Huygens, he based on this law of pendulum, he found the first mechanical clock. And after this, we will see the second part of the story, where we will see the different types of clocks used by humans. First, it gives a description about the water clock, and then the mechanical clocks operated by monks in monasteries. And what was the purpose of mechanical clocks used in monasteries? In order to ask the monks to come for prayer. And then we will see the another type of clock, that is the turret clock, which is placed on the tower of a building, on the top of the building. And what was the purpose of such kind of clocks? It is to invite the common people or remind the common people that it is the time for prayer. And then we will see the name of clock and how the mechanical timekeeping machine got its name. The word comes from French word cloche, and the meaning of cloche means bell. And in the initial stage, human being, they use the clocks in order to alert the people through a bell that it is the time for prayer or it is the time for that particular occasion. So the name comes from French word cloche, which means bell. And then we will see the division of time into 24 equal hours, and then again the day is divided into 12 hours each, day and night, and further it was divided into minutes and seconds. So these all are things that we will see from chapter 12, where the clock goes tick tock. So go through the chapter, and if there is any doubts, contact me. I hope that this is clear to you, and please go through the chapter and clarify your doubts. Thank you. Have a nice day.